check.
Hey,
check,
shalom,
check,
family.
check,
Most High in Christ, bless.
That's right.
Most High in Christ, bless. We
Christ
back.
bless.
We back.
Check,
I'm Officer
check.
Razes.
Officer Michael.
Officer Asahel.
Officer Jasper.
Officer Keilyah.
Officer Joshua.
And we make up
WCO.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
That's right.
Subscribe, like. We want to continue bringing y'all some good content. All right, Israel? So subscribe.
Subscribe. Hey,
Yeah,
so
man.
you know we gotta touch it, man. You know we gotta touch
What's
it. Just,
that?
you know,
What's
we
that?
gotta bring it out because I'm telling you, just to show how we've been going in on what's going on in the earth right now in America, right?
Right.
But like the coon of the week we showed, what are the coons listening to right now?
That old
What,
rap music.
what are they listening to right
Rap
now?
Music,
Bring it
kill
out.
music,
Yep.
kill music.
Yep. Let's can you pull that up? We just gonna touch on this real briefly because we gotta show it. All right, because as all these things is going on in the earth, our brothers and our sisters are getting consumed by this. This is all a distraction.
Right.
Understand that.
Right.
This is a distraction, Israel. Put that on the screen real quick.
Drake and Kendrick Lamar get personal on simultaneously released diss tracks.
Right. So you can pull it down. So what we see going on, we'll go to camp in the streets, right?
Right.
And we'll ask people, do you know what's going on right now in Gaza or what's going on in the news? Nah, I don't watch the
Right,
news.
right.
I'm too deep.
I don't know. I ain't heard of nothing going
Yeah.
on.
I haven't heard nothing going on. But do you know what's going on with Kendrick Lamar and Drake? Oh yeah. I know about that.
Right.
I know about that. That's what you'll see. That's what you see going on in social media.
And the crazy thing about it, they can name you so many different rappers and
Yup.
they songs and everything. But when it comes to the Bible, they know nothing about it.
Right.
When it comes to current things happen, they know nothing about it.
They know nothing, man. They know nothing. It's a crying shame because the music that's being pushed, it all goes back to who's behind the music.
Bring
Right,
it out.
Right.
Who's behind the music?
Right. They the ones that approve what's gonna get played,
There
what
you
get
go.
added, who gets signed, all that stuff.
Yep, go ahead, Officer.
Hey,
You
you
about to
know
say
what?
something.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm looking at this right now. This look
Put
like
it on the screen. Put it on the screen.
this look like Willie Lynch. When I say that,
Damn.
this look like Willie Lynch. You got dark skin against light skin, right? Now, watch this, y'all. Y'all see the picture. Look at the panel. Me, Asahel. You, Officer Michael.
Damn.
This brother here, man.
Damn.
Brother think he's spiritual.
Deep.
Hey, I gotta get a precept. Zephaniah 2:1, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Zephaniah 2:1, because they divided. They showing hatred amongst each other. But we the same color, and guess what? This my brother. That's my brother. That's my brother. That's my brother. That's my brother. So come on, let's read that.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Let's go.
Gather yourselves together.
Uh-huh.
Yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
Because they are dividing each other. They got fans that's beefing with each other. You might see, and it'll go so far as you'll see a fan that have a Kendrick Lamar shirt on and then a Drake shirt on, and they'll be beefing it. They going to get groceries. You riding with Drake? You riding with this? And they get the bugging out. But this generation will really fall into foolishness like that.
Right.
We seen this in 1996, 1997. Right. Big and Pac, same thing. Like our people wrapped up in the wrong thing.
Right.
Y'all fighting the wrong battle.
I'm from Houston, and it was North Side against South Side.
Right.
Yeah.
Kiki, and they had Slim Thug. It was
Swisher House.
They Swisher House, and you had DJ
Screwed Up
Screw.
Click.
There you go. It's
I know
division
about
in
that.
our people. It's
I will
division.
say I ain't as light as Drake though. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? No, man.
Hey, y'all.
It's the lighting, brother. It's the lighting,
The
man.
mulattoes.
I tell IT they got the lights too bright, man.
You know another thing I thought about as Officer Jackson pointed out the difference in between them? I'm not sure about Drake, but with Kendrick Lamar, at least we did hear him say, "Don't call me black no more, I'm an
He
Israelite."
did acknowledge that.
He said that, but look,
Right.
that's the only reason why he might be back in the light, because he ain't preaching that no more.
He
ain't
might
saying
be
that no-
back in the-
definitely is not.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
he
the
did
Lord
this.
used him
Right
for his
back on.
purpose. The
Right.
Lord used him at that time, but
Now he back to
now
this.
he's back to the
He
foolishness.
went back to the
He went back to the
foolishness,
foolishness. And
Right.
and what we're trying to show you, brothers and sisters, give me 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse
Bring
3.
it out.
Okay? We understand We are being trained to be warriors.
Right.
All right. Under the tutelage of IUIC, under the Bishop Nathaniel, Bishop Yawasab, Bishop Keilyah, the deacons, we are being trained to be warriors. Warriors don't got time to be caught up in this foolishness.
Right.
This is all a distraction. They want to keep you asleep. Understand? Or Amalek is behind this, man.
That's exactly right.
They are behind this. They see things as heated up. Yo, give the two hottest rappers in the game right now, put them against each other.
Right.
Keep niggas sleep. Right. Keep the Negroes sleep.
Right.
Keep them dumbed down. Don't let him wake up. Okay, watch this. Read.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ.
We got to endure harness as good soldiers of Jesus Christ because, yes, we go through that battle fatigue. It's going to get hard. This walk is not easy.
Right.
They've been telling us that for years since we walked in the doors of IUIC. We've been taught that this walk is not easy. 3 trials of faith. Endure harness like a good soldier. Come on.
No man that warrant.
No man that what?
Warrant.
The black man don't understand he's at war.
Right.
You've been at war since you was conceived in the womb. They say the most dangerous place for the black man is in his mother's womb. That's the most dangerous place for the black man. So you've been at war since the time you was conceived. Right? Come on.
No man that warrant entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life. Put it back on the screen. Put the image back up. This is the affairs of this life.
Right.
You will get caught up in this stuff. You will lose sight of what's really going on.
Right.
These dudes been sending tracks against each other all day long, all night long.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers and sisters, like you said, Officer Jasper, in the comments, getting consumed by this stuff.
Right.
When there's a war going outside in your front door. Go ahead, Officer.
Hey, give me Baruch 3 and 8. And stay
Hold on, there's more on that.
I'm sorry.
That 2
Go ahead.
Timothy's. Read that again, verse 4.
No man that warrant entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
Come on.
That he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
So God chose us to be soldiers. There you go. This is war. We have been called to be soldiers. We don't got time to be caught up in the madness on social media.
Right.
In the comments on Instagram, on TikTok, Facebook.
Right.
All of that is a distraction to keep you asleep, man. You better
Wiles
open
of
up
the
this
devil.
Bible and read. Blessed is he that readeth.
That's right.
Go ahead,
Hey,
Officer.
Officer, you in the spirit. That's exactly where I'm going with this because, like Officer said, we are at war. But guess what right now? We're prisoners of war, yet we're still fighting. We're fighting behind enemy lines. Give me Baruch 3 and 8.
The book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Because of our sin, we were able to be conquered by our enemies, and we were, read on.
Where thou hast scattered us.
And the Lord scattered us all over the world in the different various captivities, in the different parts of the world. We are captives. And guess what? Wherever you are in the world, there's a distraction to keep you asleep, to keep your mind off the focus of repentance. This is the key to get you out of jail.
That's right.
But you distracted by this.
That's right.
You distracted at Fiesta. You
right.
distracted at Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
You distracted at all the pagan worship and idolatry that this country has set
That's
before
right.
you, and you won't unlock yourself because you pull the shoulder and you won't listen to the
Turn
prophet.
your back to the word.
That's
Hey, just like how they Josh was giving the depiction of the light and the dark. Remember, they're both Israelites, right? And that caused one a division in the rap world,
Right.
and also like on the streets.
Right.
Watch this.
Right.
Give me Sirach 28, 7 and 8. Sirach chapter 28,
The
7
book of
and 8.
Sirach, chapter 28, verse 7. Remember the commandments. Remember the commandments. And bear no malice to thy neighbor.
Ain't that what it says in Leviticus
That's what it say.
19:17?
That's what
right?
it say.
Sir.
Come on.
Remember the covenant of the highest. And wink at ignorance.
That's what we should be doing. We shouldn't be provoked to war with one another. Come on.
Abstain from strife.
Do what?
Abstain from strife.
They ain't doing that in this rap game.
At all.
They're going for the beef. Look at all the beef that's going on. Beef war here. This he beefing with him. He beefing with him. This group beefing against this group. You see, it's constantly going on. Like Joshua said, from the 90s to the 2000s.
Right.
Even today, they still doing the same rap beef. Read it again.
Abstain from strife, and thou shalt diminish thy sin. For a furious man will kindle strife.
That's what they got. That's what they causing with this rap thing. A furious man will kindle strife. They're constantly strifing against each other. The one problem I ain't even mad at him, but the one that's gonna be constantly talking about, oh, I gotta make a diss track to him. Now the other one, he gonna get mad, or rivals start all these type of things start brewing with our nation.
Right.
That's right.
So we got to get away from
And
that.
you know what's so heavy, officer, that y'all bringing it out? A Negro mind is not on world domination. A Negro mind is on corners, blocks, women, all the stuff that can get moth and rust. His mind is not, a Negro mind is not on making the kingdom, warring, building up his people. Like I say right here, read that 2 Timothy 2 and 3 again that officer was bringing out, because that's heavy right there.
The book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ.
Come on.
No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
You see that? It says no man at war. These brothers ain't at war. No. You know what I'm saying? If they in war with not spiritual war, we trying to get our people out of this. So look, this how we fight. Not with guns. We fight with this.
They
Yeah.
pawns right
That's
now.
what they is.
Yeah.
We fight with this. We fight with this. How we fighting this? Because we unlocking our people's minds. We
Right.
fighting to save the souls of our people.
That's right.
While the other folks, they trying to destroy people. It said evil communication corrupt good manners. So Esau and them, they doing their job like right here. Like this show that picture right
no,
there.
no, don't pull that up
That-
yet.
that
Don't
right
pull
now?
that. Go pull the book up. Pull the book up. We just
Oh,
posted
yeah,
in the
that's
channel.
right, that's right. Bring that.
Yep.
So that's what we out here doing. We dividing each other right now.
Yep. So pull that up and then get the image of the two brothers too. Pull that up. So read that off, Asahel.
The Willie Lynch letter and the making of a slave.
So that's what you see going on. You have slaves being created. This rap industry, this rap game, they all slaves. That's what they are. They are slave to the system. They are slave to the. It's funny because they'll beef with each other, but how come they're not beefing with the
Bring it
Arab
out.
man
Right.
at the gas station?
Bring it out.
How come they're not beefing with the East Indian man that owns the hotels?
Bring it out.
They're not beefing with the white man that owns everything.
Right.
They got to work for that cut they
Right.
check. But they beef with their own brother. I'm telling you, that's some evil stuff, man. Some evil stuff. Go to the next page.
More devices.
Let's read. Is that the next page that I want? Yeah, read that. Go ahead, Officer Asahel.
I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take these differences and make them bigger. I use fear, distrust, and envy.
And what?
And envy for control purposes.
So remember, Bishop Yawasab went into this, the psychology of a slave and understanding the mind of a slave and the slave master, okay? This is what Esau, when it said this man is deep, he is deep, okay? This man is the spirit of Satan is working through this man. For him to understand, to get into the mind of the black man, the Hispanic man, the Native American man, and break them down. Break them down to the bone, break them down to the spirit. That's what they have done to us. All right, read on.
These methods have worked on my modest plantation in the West Indies, and it will work throughout the South.
Next page.
Take this simple little list of differences and think about them. On top of my list is age, but it is there only because it starts with an A. The second is color or shade. There is intelligence, size, sex, status on plantation, attitude of owners, whether the slaves live in the valley, on a hill, east, west, north, south.
The A, that's the game. That's what you was
There
talking
you go.
about.
There
Officer
you
Jackson.
go right
The
there.
south side, the north side, the east side, the west side,
Right.
east coast versus west coast. Pull the image up back of the two brothers. Put the
Color
image-
and shade.
color and shade.
Yup.
Right.
This is Willie Lynch. We're watching Willie Lynch live while brothers is taking it for entertainment. Oh man, you heard what Drake said. You heard what Kendrick said. That thing was fire. You watching the making of slaves.
Right.
Two slaves going at it.
Yep.
That's what you watching.
Pushing hatred.
Because they industry slaves anyway.
That's what it is.
Right.
Industry slaves.
Yep.
Okay, go back to the book.
And them brothers got millions of followers.
Millions.
Deceiving the
Millions.
people. Millions.
East, west, north, south have fine hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. Now that you have a list of differences, I shall give you an outline of action. But before that, I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust, and envy is stronger than adulteration, respect or admiration.
Wait, go ahead, Officer Keilyah. You gonna bring something up?
It was something heavy that was said back there. How what he's doing, he's magnifying our differences, man. Can I get a precept real quick before we come back to this?
Also, what he's magnifying is our sin.
That's right.
Our sin, the sins that's within us. Esau understands that. Remember, he examines us and he sees, okay, this is what they feed off. This is the sin in them. Okay, and he magnifies those things and then puts us against each other. Go ahead, officer.
No. Go back to the book. Where were you going?
I got a precept real quick. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon 14, verse 22. Because just like you said, officer, they magnify our sin. They magnify our sin. Let's get that real quick.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 22. Moreover, this was not enough for them.
What's that? The different religions and politics and everything that we in today. That wasn't enough for our people. Come on.
That they erred in the knowledge of God.
We err or we sin against the knowledge of God, which is keeping his commandments. Come on.
But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance.
Lived in what?
The great war of ignorance.
We live in a great war of ignorance. We ignorant to the Willie Lynch letters. We ignorant that our enemies are putting us against each other at every single turn. From our mindset to where we live and everything. Our body makeup. Come on.
So great plagues called they peace.
And guess what? We call this peace or entertainment.
There you go.
Or we call it our way of life.
Bring it out.
You understand? No.
Culture. That's what they say. This is our culture.
That's what it means that we call it peace. We think this stuff normal.
Right.
No.
Right.
Esau doing a number on our people, and we bringing it out right now. Go ahead, officer.
Go ahead, officer.
Did you start down here where it said don't forget?
We haven't got to that
All
part
right,
yet.
go ahead,
We
go
haven't
ahead.
got to that. We just, like you were saying, Officer Joshua, while they go back and forth, Esau's getting rich.
Right.
Getting rich off this, man. It's a damn shame. Go ahead, Officer. I said, read the book.
Yes, sir. Bring it up. Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male.
Damn.
And the young black male, I'll go back up. Okay. The black slave, after receiving this indoctrination,
So all our brothers and sisters are indoctrinated.
That's right. That's right.
You indoctrinated with white Jesus, because after they broke you in slavery, they gave you that white Jesus.
That's right.
They gave you that John 3:16.
Right.
Read on.
after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands.
How would it be self-refueling or self-generating? Put the image of the brothers back up.
They gonna push it themselves.
There you go, Austin
Push it
Jasper.
Yep.
There you go. They gonna push it themselves. We don't gotta do nothing.
Hey, so they got our people on sin autopilot.
Yep. Autopilot. Yep.
Give a gift that keep on giving.
Come on,
bro.
man.
Sin
That's heavy right
autopilot.
there. Self-refueling. We ain't gotta kill them. They gonna kill each other.
Exactly.
That's what it is now.
Put the guns in the community. Put the drugs, the alcohol, the prostitution.
Yep.
Put the evil music.
Give them BBLs.
Give them BBLs.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
They kill
But,
it. Yeah.
but you missing something, officer. They giving us all that, but what are they taking away? They're taking away our knowledge of self.
Yes. Right.
Taking away knowledge of nationality.
Yup.
God's laws, opportunities, and in turn giving us everything to destroy ourselves,
Yep.
including our mindset.
Yep. And we forgot the Christian church. Put that
Right.
in there too.
There we go. There we go.
Bring
There
that
we go.
little church.
Yep.
White
Yep.
Jesus in there.
And just like Bishop brought out yesterday, while all this going on, they trying to pass laws to put the Bible away. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Everybody
There
worried
you go.
about Drake
Yep.
and Kendrick, but they trying to put the
The
Bible away.
Yep.
You know what I'm
telling
saying?
Go ahead. Let's read that. Read that second paragraph again.
Yes, sir. The black slave, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male, and the young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves.
Hey,
There you go.
that's what's going on right now.
There you go.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's what's going on right now. The
So look at
dark skin versus the
repentance.
light skin slave.
Look, we dark skin, light skin, but we repenting though.
That's right.
No, but that's really
All
happening
praises.
right
That's
now.
really happening
They calling
right now.
Drake a white boy.
Right.
Yeah, they call him white
So
boy.
it's really like it's real deal happening right now.
Right.
Because his dad is black, his mom is white, but they trying to use that as a crutch against him, not knowing there it goes back to your point. Put the Bible away. If they
There
would
you
read
go.
the Bible, Numbers
Exactly.
118. You are what your father is.
Right.
So they can't use that.
There you go.
Hey, give me that in Judith real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
5 and start at 17.
The book of Judith,
Oh,
chapter
yeah.
5 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
And while they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hated iniquity was with them.
Right, and this was before these type of trials that we was going through was upon us. Wherefore they had that power to do this to us. This was what we was doing. So they knew this, and this is what they was explaining. Just like he explained things to them in the Willie Lynch letter, how to keep them in sin. That's what he really saying.
Right.
Black against black. Take the mother, and she take the son, and do all of that was to keep us in sin. Go ahead.
But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captive.
That was what?
Led captive.
And that's what the position they was in during the time of this book right here, the Willie Lynch letter. Go ahead. They was captives. Come on.
Into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies.
And all of this was prophesied in the book of Deuteronomy. Go ahead.
But now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the place where they were scattered.
Drop down to verse 20.
Verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people.
And here is one type of error that our people fall into. Covetousness, lust, money, fame. All of those things allow them to help push this stuff.
Because that's what it's about, officer. That's
Right.
what they chasing at the end of the day. I don't care what they say. They say, Kendrick, he's woke. Bro, at the end of the day, it's all about the money.
That's right.
It's all about the money. That's what they doing this for.
Right. Go ahead.
If there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
That has been our ruin since we turned our back on our God. That has been our ruin. Even today, that brother knew that he was an Israelite. Somebody taught him that, but it doesn't matter. He's still following the ways of being destroyed because it prophesied it. The black on black, the don't hate your brother. Yeah, light skin, dark skin, all of this stuff. And they falling right into that trap, man. Go ahead.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
There you go. And they overcame us, and we still in that predicament today.
Hey, so pull that image up that Officer Jasper was talking about who's, at the end of the day, who's in control of all of this? Who's running all of this?
Right.
There you go.
There you go.
There it is.
That's
So
the
from your
victim
TVs
right
to your radio stations, everything, they running it. Here we go.
Go ahead, read it, Officer Asahel.
there. Yep.
Every single aspect of the media,
Read it again.
every single aspect of the media is Jewish.
Every single aspect.
Officer, do you know what that means? Everything that comes across our ears and our eyes is controlled by them. That means newspaper, music,
Everything, bro.
YouTube, anything you go to look up. They control
control
the
it.
narrative.
That's the flood.
And this is why Bishop, they be like, yo, you got to get the books, the old books.
Right.
Because they still control the narrative with the books, but they tell on themselves.
Right.
Like the
Yes,
scripture
sir.
says, they tongue
Yes,
fall
sir.
on themselves.
That's of the Lord.
That's of the Lord.
Yep.
That's of the Lord.
Lord
right
right there.
That they documented some of this stuff. The Willie Lynch letter, they documented this stuff.
Hey, you know what's so heavy? I'm still stuck on the refueling, officer. That thing heavy. Cause so it says right on back. Go back to the slide if we can real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
To the refueling to the Willie Lynch. Yeah, right there. So it says, become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Now go back to the media, right? So it says regenerating, right? We go out and teach right now today, 2024. They own the media. Right now today, kids think Christ is a white man.
Right.
Right now today.
Right.
So now that doctrination that they did, that it said it might carry on and refuel for thousands, maybe thousands of years, it's still moving because right now, it's kids 5, 6 years old think Christ is a white man.
Not only that, officer, it shows you that the indoctrination that they put on our people work. Because as soon as the movie The Book of Clarence come out, you got black
Bring
Christians.
it out. Thank you.
All
Bring it
hell
out.
broke
Thank you.
blasphemy.
Yes.
All hell
Right.
broke loose.
Yeah.
All hell broke
Yeah.
loose.
Book of
You
Clarence.
done blaspheme.
Yeah.
You didn't made another God, a new God, try to
Right.
fit y'all. They say
Yeah.
all of them things
Oh,
like it's
man.
a narrative for us.
That's a good point.
Crazy.
Book of Clarence come out. They show Christ is black. The apostles is black.
Right.
Everybody in
Right.
Israel was
Men on the
black.
cross.
Yep. All hell done broke loose.
They called it blasphemy.
They called it black.
Right.
And it wasn't the white, it was the black.
That's what I said.
Black
also.
Christians.
Black
Right.
Christians.
Black Christians.
Your ass should have been happy.
Are the worst.
And was that CNN lady? I forget her name. She said everybody know that that Jesus is white.
Right.
This is years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But guess what? I'm
Kept that narrative going.
Guess who on CNN?
Yeah.
There you go. Put it on the screen. Yup.
Guess who on CNN?
Right.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Amalek,
There we
bro.
go.
There
They
you
kept
go,
pushing
right
that
there.
narrative.
They pushing it.
Hey, watch this. Go to Ephesians 6.
Bring it out.
Ephesians chapter 6. And let's read. You know
They
what
got
I
to
want, right?
spend billions to stop us, but we going to keep pushing this truth.
Exactly.
No
That-
matter what.
And this is
We
why
gonna
we
keep
got to
pushing.
prepare.
Verse 12.
Because, yeah, we're going to get verse 12. Put it back on the screen, that image. Because like you said, Officer Jasper, they spent billions and trillions of
Right.
dollars to
Trying to
keep
stop
us
us.
asleep.
Right.
That they prayed and hoped that we would never wake up to this truth, that we would never wake up to being the 12 tribes of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, those that scattered in the diaspora. They really believed that we would never wake up. Okay, so this is why we have to teach this truth.
That's right.
It's bro, we are ordained. It's a commandment. Once you wake up to this truth,
That's
you
right.
must go out there and teach your people.
That's
Right.
right.
They knew it was a possibility in that book, in the Willie Lynch.
Yeah,
they knew it. If they
had
mind,
they
just-
said
but it was gonna last for thousands of years.
Right.
They knew it.
All right, so and watch this. Read that Ephesians 6 and verse
10.
Yeah, start at verse 10.
Bring it out.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might.
His what?
His might.
His what?
His might.
His what?
His might.
His word. That's right. All praises to the Most High. Read on.
Put on the whole armor of God.
What do we got to do?
Put on the whole armor of God.
We got to put on the whole armor of God, Israel. We got to put it on. Come on.
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the
Against the
devil.
wiles. Remember what Bishop brought out? The strategic, the strategies.
Right.
Okay? Because we use the word trick, right?
Right,
The
right.
tricks of the devil.
Right.
Nah. Esau not playing on that low level.
Right.
Strategic. Okay? By the wiles of the devil. Come on.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's going into, it's two levels to that, man. It's going into, yes, the Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, but it's also going to pull the image back up. Pull the image back up. Come on, IT.
Powers in high
Oh,
places.
you fell asleep back
come
there.
on,
There
come
you
on.
go.
That's right.
This is who we are. This is spiritual wickedness in high places. Read the title again of the image, officer.
Every single aspect of the media is Jewish.
Read that next line.
6 Jewish corporations own 96%.
No. Not 96. 100.
Right.
100%.
That's right.
Read.
6 Jewish corporations own 100% of the media.
That's Bible.
That's
okay?
right.
That's Bible. Read verse 12 again.
Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
So that's what we up against, Israel. This is why I'm telling you, we got to get our minds right. It starts now. If you online, if you a lonely light, you've been watching, because we hear that all the time.
Single life.
Yep, single light.
Count. We just heard it yesterday.
You heard that
light.
yesterday? Oh, yeah, yep. I've been in the truth for 10 years.
Goodness gracious.
Brother, who you congregate with?
Right.
Nobody.
Where
Just
your
by
fringes
myself.
at? Where your fringes at?
He didn't have them on.
He have them on.
Where your fringes at?
Fringes at, bro.
We hear that all the time. We don't got time to play games, Israel. Especially you brothers online, you know this truth. I'm telling you, we have a
They
school.
say they watch General Bishop Nathaniel.
That's what. Yeah,
That's
I
what he
watch
said.
General Bishop Nathaniel. I watch all the videos. All right, that's admirable, brother. But get yourself to the school.
Right.
Come to the school, brother.
Like this work.
Come to the school, sister. Come learn. Come up in this school. Help us build. Stop watching from the sidelines.
Right.
Join the fight.
Join the fight.
That's right.
Join the war.
Right.
Okay? Y'all got anything?
No, I do.
Yeah,
Officer.
go ahead,
Just like you said, we ain't got time. We do not have time to play games. Just like it said in 2 Timothy 2 verse 3, but we have to endure hardness.
Right.
And not get ourselves entangled with the affairs of this life, man. Everything that we've been bringing out, Israel, these are the affairs of this life. Christ is coming back. Nuclear fire is coming to America.
That's right.
You understand? We got to repent. We ain't got time to play.
Right. Hey, so let's pull up that video with Pimp C, right? That's who it was?
Mm-hmm.
So we all know who Pimp C was, right?
Yeah.
That name wicked as hell.
And remember what we talking about. We started with the Kendrick Lamar and the black on black, and then now we talking about who running it. Now play that.
Listen to what he said.
Record labels are inclined to keep
Rewind
us
it.
as dumb as possible.
Rewind it.
Inclined to keep us as dumb as possible.
Rewind it. Pause it.
Record labels are inclined to keep us as dumb as possible. They know that if we get to communicating and putting our heads together and comparing notes, that we're going to figure out some shit real fast. They also know that if we get on the same page, it's a chance that we could unionize. They really don't want that. They don't want rappers united. They don't want artists united. They want division, because divided they can conquer.
Damn.
Give me 1 Corinthians 1 and 10.
We got cook. We for the cook on this.
Yes,
We
sir.
for the say you trying to
Yes,
eat.
sir.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you.
And that was one of the things that he pointed out, that they want the division. With the division, guess who winning? They are. And he's talking about behind the scene as well. Owning their, what do they call?
The rights, the publishing.
Yeah, the publishing rights and the masters. And
Right.
He's going that far. Talking about behind the scenes, not be divided. Read it again.
Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you.
And really, that's the point. According to the Bible, that we should be on one accord and speaking the same thing with no division.
Right.
And that's what they bring. The rap beefs. They always just pin us against each other, and that's always the motive. They want to see us constantly destroying ourselves. Give me real quick before I'll pass it to y'all in a second. Give me that in Jeremiah 11 and 19. 11, 19. I had to get this one real quick.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 11 and verse 19. But I was like a lamb or an ox that is brought to the slaughter.
Because they don't know what the hell going on. They don't know. All they could think about is, I signed that contract. Go ahead.
And I knew not that they had devised devices against me.
And that devices cause divisions.
That's right.
The devices that they plant in the industry, behind the scenes, just like Willie Lynch, all of those, they continued those devices. It never stopped. Go ahead.
Saying, let us destroy the tree with the fruit thereof.
Right. It was talking about us. And after that, what comes the next generation for thousands of years.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And let us cut him off from the land of the living.
All right. Who got it?
I got some.
Yeah, I was gonna say, going back to the video with Pimp C, he was only talking about his specific field or what he was into, which was
Right.
rap. But that's just one aspect of the war. Think about the sports. Think about the academics. Think about all the professions that we
Right.
go to school for.
Right.
How they put caps on our people, and they'll take the chosen few, and then they'll elevate them, and then keep us divided. So if we just took ownership of everything, if we preferred one another like the scripture said,
Right.
and only worried about ourselves like they worry about themselves,
Right.
then we would shut them out, because we're the brain trust. We're the ones with the know-how and the understanding.
Right.
We're the one that fueled this whole community based off of our labor, our intelligence.
Excellent point, officer. Real quick, making me think about the Bill Cosby wanted to buy
Right.
Channel 2.
Right.
Michael Jordan want to
NBC,
buy
yeah.
the Krugers or whatever they call.
Bobcats.
Yeah, want to buy
yeah.
them. You see?
Yeah.
So when it comes to all of those different things, the Oprah Winfrey, she had to get her own station, but they buy out the BET. They buy out all, so they take away our education, us being self-sufficient.
Yes, sir.
Hey, pull up that eugenic. Officer Joshua, you got it next.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pull that up real quick. These are all the traps. These are all the wiles of the devil. Okay, this is what it is right here. And they, like you said, Officer, I say music is just one avenue.
Right.
But there's many
Excellent
roots
point.
to this tree.
Right.
There's many roots to this tree. Okay,
That's
pull that
what
up.
he say, cut down the tree and the fruit of it. In that
There
last
you go.
precept.
Yep.
Right.
Pull that up, IT.
Eugenics. Eugenics is the self-direction of human evolution. Like a tree, eugenics draws its materials from many sources.
How many sources?
Many sources.
There you go.
And organizes them into an harmonious entity.
So these are all. Can you read some of them, Officer?
Yes, sir. Anatomy, biology, physiology, psychology, mental testing, anthropology. There we go. Thank you. History. Geology.
History. Let us cut them off
From being
a nation.
Yep, that's right.
Cut off our
their
history.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Anthropology, archaeology, ethnology, geography, law,
Like, cut off our laws.
Yep.
We're not keeping our laws no more.
framing laws,
Right.
Yep.
Framing laws by mischief.
statistics. Can I say something on that real
Yeah,
quick?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was taking a college class. I was taking sociology. And my professor was saying how black people were the minority. And I was like,
That's crazy.
that's
Don't
a
make
whole
no
lot of
sense.
it's a whole lot of black people out here. I'm from the South.
Right.
And then I moved here to Texas. I still consider it the South, Southwest. But
It is the South.
it's the South, all praises. But I'm like, man, it's just too many black people for me to believe that we the minority. I just
Right.
didn't believe it. And he was like, well, yeah, you're only about 13% of you. I'm like, every slave movie I see 2 slave masters.
Right.
Bring it out.
Maybe a
man.
toothless,
300 slaves.
maybe one toothless dude on a
stagger
horse.
tooth,
And I
foot
see like
dragger,
50, you know what I'm saying,
bucks.
slaves in this damn field.
Right.
I just couldn't get with it. So they lie.
Yes.
The statistics when they come around, the
Right.
census.
Even with the when you look at the world map, right? They got Africa so small.
Yeah.
Right.
All of that is psychology,
Yes.
man. All they
Yes.
play
Right.
games.
Even statistics when it comes to our views.
Yes.
Oh,
With our views.
yeah.
Yep.
Great point. Great point.
Try to hide our views, try to blackball us because why they own the media.
Yep.
Okay.
They too conservative. Israel be having babies. So we're everywhere.
Right.
That's right.
Officer Mike, it's more on that precept that you have pulled.
Okay. We'll finish
All
it
right.
after this.
Statistics, politics, economics, biography, genealogy, sociology, education, religion.
What?
Religion.
Religion. These are the different tools that they use to destroy us. You got to understand that
Indoctrination.
it's deep, man. This thing goes deep.
And they all speak the same thing.
Yes, the
Right.
point. That was I was gonna say, man, look at that thing at the bottom again.
Yeah, put it up.
Yeah, go back to the bottom.
Harmonious.
Yeah.
Right there. Like a tree, eugenics draws its material from many sources and organizes them into an harmonious entity. One attack of many prongs
right.
against the Israelites.
Right.
Damn, bruh. That's
And that's why our people, we get so confused because we focus on these specific areas. Like that one thing is going to solve everything. You know what I'm saying? If we get the religion right, or if we get the statistics right, or the
that's a good
politics
point.
right,
That's a good
whatever, we
point.
get stuck in
Right.
these roots.
They come with another device.
Yep. And all they do is just throw another layer on it. You be like, oh no, let's
Yep.
focus on that.
Like
That's what happens with our
anti-scissors, whatever.
yeah, the anti-Semitism. Yeah, that's another root in there, right?
Yep.
That's what they start to do. Going into what genealogy? Didn't they say
Right.
that on there?
Yep.
Or genealogy, right? That's
Yep.
another one of the roots
Yep.
to what they're
Yep.
talking about.
Yep.
We're the Semites.
Surgery, is that right?
Yeah.
Surgery. How they perform surgeries
There
on
you
our
go.
women
Yes.
to learn how to perfect it for their women.
Yep.
Think about it. We just touched surgery, right? Because you just open that up.
Yeah.
Bro, this thing always bothered me, bro. Like, look, when you go to school, right, they give you a science book and they have a book on anatomy,
Right.
right?
Right.
On every muscle fiber,
Yes.
every vein,
Right.
every skeleton bone. How the hell does a white man know that? They practice on us.
With
That's right.
surgery.
They did surgery on us to have a name for every ligament,
Right.
every bone,
Right.
every part of every fiber of the human body. This man got a name for it.
Right.
How the hell does he know this?
Right. And that, when they practice on us, all of a sudden, we didn't get anesthesia.
No,
we didn't have any of that.
no.
And then they would start to push their own indoctrination, their biology about us, saying that blacks have a higher tolerance
Yes,
of pain.
yes.
Crazy. This is all of it. I'm
Right.
saying this is a
That's
whole
medical
show within
apartheid.
itself.
And
That's
then
what it
also
is.
after that,
That's
then
it.
you
That-
got
yeah,
the
that's
medicine
in the spirit.
that they figure it out
yeah.
after they perform those things. The surgery is on us without the medicine.
Right.
They
Yep.
figure out, well, they ain't got to be in no pain when they have to
Right.
get
Yep.
surgery.
Right.
Yo, that's crazy.
devil.
man.
Finish
Yeah.
that precept.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 11 and verse 19. But I was like a lamb or an ox that is brought to the slaughter. And I knew not that they had devised devices against me,
And
saying,
that's the whole nation. That's our whole nation that these devices against. Just like that tree we just looked at, all of those are devices. Go ahead.
let us destroy the tree with the fruits thereof,
Mm-hmm.
and let us cut him off from the land of the living, that his name may be no more remembered.
You see that? And that's what happened to us. We don't know that we Israel. We don't know that we was once kings and once great and once ruled all nations. We don't know that the God of this Bible is our Bible and told us that we're great. We don't understand these type of things. We've been cut off from that. Our history, our laws, our politics. We've been cut off from that, man.
That's right. Yeah, just
wait on.
let's get Psalms chapter 2. Psalms chapter 2. We're gonna jump down. We're gonna start at 2 for sake of time.
Yes, sir. The book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel
They do
together.
what?
Take counsel together.
What's the rulers? The people who run the 100% of the industry. Who's the kings of the earth? Politics, the politicians. But the most powerful one, Amalek, the
Right.
Jewish man on earth today. Come on.
Against the Lord and against his anointed, saying,
Against the Most High and his children, the Israelites. They take counsel, right? Doing what? Using eugenics, using the entertainment industry. You understand, Reed?
saying, let us break their bands asunder.
Let us do what?
Break their bands asunder.
Let's break the brotherhood.
Yeah, put the image
Break
back up
the
of Drake
unity.
and Kendrick. Yep, that goes
You
back to the
understand?
point. Yep.
Break the unity, right? Break up everything. They're using eugenics and the entertainment industry. And Willie Lynch. They're using Drake
The
and
picture.
Kendrick, Tupac and Biggie,
Right.
Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Right.
Every time we have unity, they come together to
Yep.
break that apart.
Right.
Who is that? J. Edgar Hoover. The
Yep.
greatest threat against America is what?
black
Negro
Negro
unity.
Good point.
That's right.
Negro unity. Finish it out.
Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from
Because a
us.
threefold cord is what? Not easily
easily
broken.
broken.
That's
Yeah.
your blacks, Hispanics, and Native
Hey,
Americans.
Damn. Drop a bomb
That's
on that.
your threefold cord.
Bomb on
They
that.
trying to break that up.
Right there.
Boom!
Read it one time.
The book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 3.
Come on.
Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us.
They're trying to break up our unity. The unity of the Israelites is the end of their kingdom. That's all I had to add on that, officer.
Hey, go back to the Pimp C. You got. Yeah, go back to the because he said something heavy that I didn't want to forget. Dealing with these two brothers, man.
You want to play it
Record
again?
labels are inclined to keep us as dumb as possible. They know that if we get to communicating and putting our heads together and comparing notes, that we're going to figure out some shit real fast. They also know that if we get on the same page, it's a chance that we could unionize. They really don't want that. They don't want rappers united. They don't want artists united.
And,
They
and
want
pause it right there.
division.
It's not they don't want rappers. They don't want the 12 tribes
Right.
of Israel
That's
united.
Good point.
Get
That's
that
right.
in Ephesians 4 and 3, man.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. Imagine, and like we said earlier, Drake and Kendrick, that's a small scale. That's of this world. We're just using them as an example.
Right.
All right? But imagine if those two brothers alone put their minds together,
Right.
put their resources together, what they could accomplish, instead of going at each other.
Right.
Okay? Watch this, read.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 3. Endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit.
Do what?
Endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit.
Why would we have to endeavor to keep the unity? Because those spiritual wickedness in high places is trying to destroy
right.
that
That's right.
unity.
That's right.
So we have to fight to keep it. Not only we fighting against the spiritual wickedness in high places, which is the white man,
Right.
Satan,
Right.
Then we fighting internally. We fighting things within us, demons within us.
Right.
That's right.
All right, then we gotta go home, and it's a war at home.
Right.
It's a war when we walk out the house. I'm telling you, the black man, the Hispanic man,
Never rest.
The Israelite man is never at rest.
Right.
Never at rest. We fighting day in and day out. So why in the hell would we fight amongst each other?
Right.
Get out, officer.
I got a point I want to make too.
Yeah.
Go to Isaiah chapter 13, start at verse 2. Read 2 and 3. This is like what Pimp C was saying. They don't want to see us unified. Watch this. This is what should be happening. Come on.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
That's what should be happening right now. With both of them, with all the momentum they got and the name they got and all of this, the followers, they should be lifting up the banner, which is this Bible.
That's right.
Come on.
Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Uh-huh.
I have commanded my sanctified ones.
But that's where we come into play. That's why you see us blessing every city in the so-called United States of America. And all over the four
Blitz
corners
in
of
the
the world.
world now.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Blitz in the world now.
That's why we're blessing the world like that. All right, read it again.
I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones from mine anger, even them that rejoice in my hiding.
All right, he calling you. So he called us. We answered the call. Israel, it's time to answer that call, and let's stand up and rise and keep the commandments of our God.
That's right.
Fire, fire, fire.
Right.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word